In today's tutorial we're going to be learning how to crochet one of these super cute 6-petaled flowers. So start your flower with a magic ring. You can use any method you like to make a magic ring. I like the double magic ring method. So take the yarn tail and wrap it around my first finger 3 times like this. Then I place my middle finger gently next to my first finger to hold those wraps in place. Then I take my crochet hook and put it under those first 2 wraps and grab the 3rd wrap with my hook. I then pull that 3rd wrap underneath the other 2 wraps like this. Then gently remove all the yarn from your finger. So these 2 strands here make up our magic ring. It's a lot more secure than a normal magic ring because there are 2 strands there instead of 1. We're now ready to start round 1. Start round 1 with a chain of 3. 1, 2, 3. This counts as your first double crochet stitch. Now work 11 double crochets into the magic ring. That's double crochet in US terminology. So once you've made your 11 double crochets, you will have got 12 total because remember we count that starting chain as our first double crochets. So once you've made all those double crochets, come back to this tutorial and I'll meet you back at the end of round 1. So here I am at the end of round 1. I've made my 12 total double crochets including that starting chain, and now it's time to close the magic ring. Because I've made a double magic ring, there are 2 steps to closing it rather than the usual just pulling on the tail for a normal magic ring. So the first step is we gently pull on this yarn tail and we watch the 2 strands of the magic ring. One of them will start to tighten. So watch these 2 strands here. So this strand is the one that started to tighten. So I'm going to grab that one that started to tighten and I'm going to hold my stitches near where I made that starting chain and pull on it. And what that will do is that will tighten that second strand of the magic ring. If you don't do this, you end up with an ugly baggy loop. So now I've pulled on that strand and closed my magic ring. To get rid of that final loop, grab your yarn tail and pull it. And that is our magic ring closed. Before we do our slip stitch to finish off the round, we're actually going to change colour. So select the colour for the petals of your flower and pull up a yarn tail. So there's my yarn end. And then I'm going to put my hook into the top of our starting chain. So my starting chain is here. So my hook is going in just there. Just there. And then I'm going to lay that yarn tail across my crochet hook like this. And I'm kind of holding it over here with my fingers to put some tension on it. And then I'm going to pull that loop through that starting chain and the loop that was already on my hook. So I'm going to pull it all the way through, just like that. So now I'm going to cut that yellow yarn that we're now finished with. And then if you want to, you can weave your tail in now, but I'm going to wait till the end just for convenience. So now we're ready to start round 2. Start round 2 with a chain of 4. This doesn't count as any stitches, it's just part of the petal of the flower. In the next stitch, we're going to make a stitch called a 3 treble crochet cluster. Don't worry if you've not made it before, it's quite easy and I'll take you through it step by step. So yarn over twice, then put your hook into the next stitch. Yarn over and pull up a loop. You should now have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2 and stop. So what we've made here is a partial treble crochet. So we've made a treble crochet stitch, that's treble crochet in US terms, so a treble crochet stitch, but I've not done the final yarn over and pull through. That's because to make a cluster stitch we make multiple partial stitches into the same stitch and then we join them all together at the top. So we're going to make 2 more partial treble stitches into the same stitch. So work it with me. Yarn over twice, put your hook into the same stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop. You should now have 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Nearly pulled through 3 there. So I've now made 2 partial treble crochet stitches. I'm going to do one more, so yarn over twice, put your hook into the same stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. So you should now have 1, 2, 3, 4 loops on your hook, and you should have made 1, 2, 3 partial treble crochets. To finish off the 3 treble crochet cluster, yarn over and pull through all 4 loops on your hook. Now if you're a beginner and you've never made a cluster stitch before, well done, it's a fairly tricky stitch for a beginner. I am going to show you it one more time in this tutorial, so don't worry. Now to finish off this petal, make a chain of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then make a slip stitch in the next stitch. So there is our first petal made of our 6 petaled flowers. So we're going to repeat that around to make 6 petals, and I'll stay with you for one more petal. So make a chain of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then make a 3 treble crochet cluster in the next stitch. So yarn over twice, put your hook into the next stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, and again yarn over twice, put your hook in the same stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, and again yarn over twice, put your hook in the next stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. You should now have 4 loops on your hook and have made 3 partial treble crochets in the next stitch. Finish off that cluster stitch, yarn over and pull through all 4 loops on your hook. Now chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then slip stitch into the next stitch. So repeat that around until you've made 6 petals total, and I'll meet you back at the end of the round and I'll show you a trick for fastening off. So I've almost finished my round and I've just made the final chain 4 of this final petal, and then to fasten off I recommend slip stitching into the top of that starting chain. So I'm going over the top of that yellow slip stitch there into that same slip stitch that we joined our yarn. So slip stitch in there, and then cut your yarn tail, and then use your hook to pull that tail through that slip stitch. Now to get that tail to the back of the work and to neaten up that final slip stitch we made, put your hook from back to front through that same space, so through that space there that we just made the slip stitch into, grab that tail and pull it through to the back, and that should give you a much neater finish here than you otherwise would get. So now weaving your ends and your flower is finished. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. I have some great tutorials for some floral granny squares you might want to try next that I'll put up on the screen now. I'll see you again in another tutorial.